just a bloke in a bar.
We are gathered here today to remember the club that was Manly.
Wait a minute.
To remember
Hold on.
some of the good times. I mean, there weren't that many good times, but there were some good times Manly at the club. Most people hated Manly.
What's going on here?
They literally had a slogan, everyone hates Manly. So
What the fuck is going on
that's
here?
why no one's turned up to the funeral of Varley Manly.
This isn't a funeral.
Literally funeral. Like,
No, I think
No.
the club hasn't died.
The club
I
hasn't
thought the
died.
club died.
No, the club
Right,
hasn't
so
died. No.
in the green room, 30 seconds ago, you said that Tom Drabojevic is the greatest player of all time?
Yeah.
He's still there?
He's still there.
Well, he's injured at the moment.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's back this weekend. His brother
Yeah.
Jake, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Skipped the state to a fucking shield last week
You're
in
also-
Queensland.
Your dates are all wrong on your shirt you're wearing. That we came in 1947, actually, Denon.
Look, I need a fact check because I thought I saw reinstated 2003.
Nah, we had a break, dude.
You
We went
could
on
have.
a break.
I mean, listen. Technically, you could have had a little brackets years in there, but you're incorrect.
You're incorrect. And you're being fucking facetious, dude.
No, well, hang on a sec here. I said there's a funeral in the WhatsApp group. I can show you the text.
Yeah.
You said yes, and I assumed it was a
Whoa.
funeral
No,
for the
you
club.
don't drop receipts like that because I'll share some fucking texts as well. If you're saying some shit about Kevy and the Broncos, I'll share them. Very
Thank God we kept them.
I know.
You know
Because
what?
he would have deleted them. I thought it was a funeral for DCE.
No, I
Not
thought
for
it was a
Manly.
funeral for Manly because,
No.
like, let's be honest, boys, it's over. Like, if
What's over?
Let's be fair to income.
What's over?
The club.
The club's over.
Like,
You got the wooden spoon like 2 years ago, mate. This is it's not
but,
over.
you know, we still got plenty of cash. Like, you're struggling for cash.
No,
you're
we're
trying
not.
to-
We
How
got
do you
cash
know?
now.
Every year you're trying
How
to
do you
sell
know
the
we're struggling
club.
for cash?
Every year you're trying to sell the
we
club.
have cash.
And now your literal number one club legend, essentially, of the modern era, hates your guts.
Couple of things. Scott Penn, we looked up the other day, the family, and you can't believe the numbers online. The family apparently worth 200 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So money's not an issue. If
Money's
he
not
wants to sell the club, that's his own decision.
So he hates the club too.
Mate, maybe he's got other things he wants to do. Maybe he lives in America too much and he can't come back and watch enough rugby league football and he's
if I
over
loved my
that.
club, I'd be living in Australia.
Maybe he wants to sell it to his old mates Tom and Eddie at a heavily discounted rate. Who knows? But to imply the death of a club when you won a spoon 2 years ago
Listen, I just thought
and
that's
have
what we're
butchered the
coming
last
into.
two grand finals you've been in is highly alarming rhetoric.
Yeah.
Highly alarming.
And I feel like
Because in that time period, we've won 2 comps.
We've been brought here to this funeral under false pretenses. We were under the impression that we were coming to a funeral of Daly Cherry Evans.
Yeah, to mourn the loss of Daly Cherry Evans.
He'll still kill
Which
it.
we were happy to do. But now for you to try and pull this shit on us, I'm actually fuming.
He'll still be fine. Like, there's plenty of clubs. He's got plenty of homes to go to. Manly, on the other hand, it looks like a sinking ship. Sorry, I read the room wrong. I apologise. I honestly, it's an authentic apology. I just assumed the club was going to fall.
All right, okay. Well, you barrel the camera and you say directly to the
Listen.
Trebojevic brothers, the club
Yeah.
is nothing with you there. Say that to
No,
them.
no, listen.
go on. No,
Listen.
say it, mate.
Say it.
Say
Tom,
it, you big
Tom.
brave bastard.
Tom, Jake, I assumed with DCE leaving, you would also want to leave as well. That's the whispers I'm
gutless.
hearing. And without you guys, the club basically folds. So that,
Yeah, but they are there.
They're there.
That's a, yeah,
But they are
but-
there.
I mean,
But they are
they nearly
there.
went to the Bulldogs a couple of years ago. We all
They
know
didn't
that.
nearly go. They
nearly
didn't
went to
nearly
the
go anywhere. The Bulldogs, we're getting the war chest together. And they went, hey.
Yeah.
They've said like 50 times, like, hey, we never want to leave, man. So suck a dick.
Yeah, but that was while DCE was there.
No, it wasn't.
Their leader, their like glorious
Tom
leader.
doesn't have a leader.
Their,
He
their
leads.
leader
Leaders lead.
live on air
Don't. Don't. What the
live on air said respectfully no.
What the
to your
fuck is
CEO.
going on?
The double shirt.
You've been doubled. You've been shirt fronted, but
This is
me taking it off.
See, that shirt I'm just going to have to swallow. Because that
Because-
happened.
that happened live on TV.
Like, you're a club legend said not just no, respectfully no. He may as well champed him.
Well, he did champion.
No, he did.
That's the contract equivalent of a champion.
That was the toughest part of this whole godforsaken ordeal. Was that very moment there? That was where he's like I almost swallowed my tongue. Respectfully, no.
And you don't want to swallow your tongue, Tom.
No, well, it's hard to get it back up. I had to grab it.
No, it made that moment, Denon, in the fair dinkum department, made us look beater as fuck.
Yeah. Like, so I want to hear your emotions, your feelings when you saw your CEO calling in to NRL 360 saying, we have officially offered DCE. Let DCE know. Oh, boys, could you please call DCE to let him know that we want to get him at the club for another 2 years, 750.
Can I be honest with you? I'll be completely honest with you. The naive boy in me, for a fleeting moment, was like, "Oh, this is just a communication error."
Oh, yeah.
Like he'll accept that.
That is naive boy.
And then about 10 seconds later, I was like, "Oh no, that's not. No, this is just beta behaviour." And of course he's going to say no, which he did.
I don't know if there's
an hour later.
You know what it is? You know what it really was? It's like when a girl's not texting you back and you think, oh, maybe she doesn't have her phone on her.
That's what yeah.
But really,
yeah.
she's just not interested.
She's seen.
She's not keen.
She's
and DCE, so maybe Mestrov was sitting there going, maybe DCE hasn't had his phone on him for the last 24 hours.
It was embarrassing, bro. It was fucking, it all happened very quickly and, content pigs at the content trough, content gods and that, fucking...
Content cartel and that?
Glorious content. Like, it was hot shit. But when I'm seeing what it felt like, the Manly, board and whoever, like fumbling their papers, like shit, quick, call him, fuck no, we'll offer him a higher 1.5. It's just like, oh.
Do you reckon the Manly administration were all watching around a TV 100% footy going, please say yes. And then they were like,
and then when he's like, this is the first time I've got an offer on 100% footy, it's like, what the fuck is going on? This is bush league.
Yeah. Mate, the whole thing has been bush league. Bush league in its purest form.
Oh,
how do you not make how do you not make an offer, any offer, just table an offer to a great?
Listen,
who is a top 3 half in the competition, and we just sold our last ready-to-go half, Jamie Humphries. The other 2 boys are fucking boys. Fainu as well. Exactly.
Thanks for reminding us of that one as well.
Yeah.
Listen,
No, but it's relevant.
No, it is relevant.
It's relevant.
completely relevant.
Thank you.
Listen, what I can't get around, can't get my head around. Why not just go, you know what? We didn't want DCE because he's 36 and we need to move on. And yes, some people are going to disagree, but we believe the best thing for the club right now is to go in a different direction.
Yeah, which one is it? Which one is it?
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Because now you're in a situation where you got respectfully knowed live on air forever. Like that's in stone. That's in digital stone.
You should frame that.
I might actually.
It's on, but that's on your LinkedIn, whether you like it or not.
Respectfully known.
You know what I mean?
You got respectfully
As an administrator, you got respectfully known. But you're right. If you didn't want him, which you didn't, because you didn't make him an offer, just fucking say so. He's too old. We want to move in a different direction. Instead, what you do is you panic. You hold a crisis meeting. You get on the blower to Fox League. You make some slapdash last-minute offer that made you look like your balls had fallen off. And then you get respectfully known. That's what happened.
You know what I reckon this all boils down to? DC had it tucked. He had it tucked. This is a hog-based problem. The Manly administration thought he had a little nub down there, but in reality, it was just tucked. And then on 100% footy, he flipped the hog out, he put it on the table, and they were, holy shit, that's a lot. We thought that was all he was working with.
He was hiding some inches.
But he was hiding a lot of inches.
He was withholding some inches.
Yeah, it was tucked. It was it's a hog-based problem.
I mean, I've always thought he's had a big penis, so I was never shocked when it flopped out like that. Maybe that's just because I know a big dick when I see one.
Well, he's been hinching, hiding inches.
Yeah. He has been.
People hinge, not often, but they do.
Usually people not ashamed of their inches, and you know what I mean. Usually it's like you want to show your inches, not hinge them.
Yeah, cinch.
He's hinched them. Yeah. It's one of the oldest tricks in negotiation tactics is hinching.
Yeah, hinching. It's an ancient negotiation tactic.
Yeah. It was before The Art of War by Sun Tzu or whatever. It was actually it predates that book.
Yeah,
I believe it was one of Daly's ancestors who started the hinge. But it was beta. I felt sad and continue to do so when I speak to Manly fans or I like see them desperately being like, maybe he'll backflip.
Yeah, there's been a little bit of that.
He's done it before. Maybe it's not over yet. I'm like...
It was a good friend of ours that was dropping that sort of...
Yeah, I'm like, buddy, we got respect for
Also, can we kill the narrative that every contract negotiation DCE does this? Because no, actually, the last contract was really quiet and he signed for unders.
Yep. There's been one that was loud.
One time.
Well, he's had
15 years ago.
No, he's had
15 years ago.
He's had two He's had 2 of the worst contract negotiations in the game's history. That's fair to say.
That's fair to say.
That's fair to say.
But
2 of his
second
last 3 have been the worst you've ever seen.
But it doesn't. This one is not his fault. This one he literally told
This
them in
one,
December.
I assume, is not his fault. But also, as the great Brent Reed said to your boys Tom and Eddie on Hello Sport podcast yesterday, ever heard of it? He said, what did he say? In war, the first casualty is the truth. So, whilst I believe all dailies, I am also like...
But even Manly said that he said that.
Yes. It seems
So
like
both sides-
It seems like Manly's fucked up, right? I'm also...
Both sides.
I've got to go on supporting this club, Denon. I don't have to go on supporting Daly Cherry Evans. He'll be dead to me as of October 1.
You hear that, DCE? Everything you've done for him.
That's just the way it is, bro. If you're at another club, you are dead to me.
No, I always keep a soft space in my heart. for
That's a
people that
lie,
don't
though, for someone who obviously doesn't understand what being a fan is. He's dead to me. If he retires, welcome back.
Okay.
But you're dead to me. When Glenn Stewart went to the Rabbitohs, I was upset about it because I think that he was poorly treated. Dead to me.
But no
Which
one
is
was,
like a bit of a pattern.
no one was supporting Glenn.
Bit of a pattern, eh?
But when you retired, you're like, welcome back, Glenn.
Welcome back, Glenn.
Like treating legends, not.
No,
not very
I'm
well.
with you, dude. We don't treat them well. We haven't.
No,
historically.
there's 100% a pattern. And I'm an old school patternist, and I can spot a pattern a mile away. There's a pattern emerging. The Tigers, heard of them? They've also got the same fucking disease as us.
Yeah, that's deflecting.
I'm just saying. I'm saying no. I'm lowering the status of the club by comparing to the fucking Tigers. Is what I'm doing,
exactly.
and rightly so. That's Tigers' behaviour. That's how you're treating
And
your
you are
legends
also
like
a
the
merger club.
Tigers.
You are also a merger
No, we're
club.
not.
No, we were.
We weren't.
Never.
We were never one. Manly.
The
was
Manly
not a merger
Warringah
club.
Seagulls were never a merger club. The merger club was the Northern Eagles, which lasted like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So read a fucking book. Get your facts right.
Yeah.
Oh, rugby league. It's the greatest game of all.
Funny game, rugby league.
Don't forget, guys.
Simple game though.
Simple game. Funny game. Rugby league.
Rugby league.
Simple game. Funny game.
We will be doing a live show, as in myself and SEN. We'll be doing a live show, a captain's run from the Zoo and versus Spencer Open workout at 12 p.m. Wednesday at Overseas Passenger Terminal at Circular Quay. So make sure to come down, say hi. It'll be myself. It'll be Scope. There'll be all the fighters will be there. You can come and watch the show live. And also spoke about it last week. So not this Monday, but the Monday after. The brand new segment arrives. I can't wait. It was supposed to be round 1 that it all come together, but we finally brought it together. Not this Monday, but the Monday after the new segment arrives.
Is Scope your new captain?
No, he was never a captain. It's called the Rezzies Run now.
Oh, okay. But is Scope now on that? Is Scope
I
been
don't
brought in,
want
or
to commit him to it. He'll
Okay,
join
right.
us every
Yeah,
now and
yeah,
then.
yeah.
I
He'll
think.
join
But I
us.
would love him to. If Scope
Okay.
has the time, he's a
So
busy
this is
man.
a public call to Scope now.
I would love him to.
Join the
If he's free,
Rezzies Run.
Join the Rezzies Run.
Or don't.
And then also join the Bloke Club. That's right. Go to www.bloke.club. Join. You automatically go in the draw to win a Mazda BT50. And that's all thanks to Luke Camilleri. Make sure to give him a follow on the Instagram, LDC_01. He's the best in the business. He helped myself, my wife get a car. He helped dry up a tyre. Alex Glenn, Jarrell Yayu, best in the business. And he's the bloke. Aspley Mazda are the ones that provided the Mazda BT50. Also, I tell you a bloke that needs a good day, or a couple of blokes. These 2 right here that are at the funeral for their club right now.
You look like a witch.
I look like a witch?
You look like a witch.
That's fair.
I just wanted you to say that.
You'd be burnt at the stake.
Yeah, dude.
For talking shit years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'll be fair dinkum, if you don't mind.
Yep.
Good Day got me through this week.
Thank God for good.
And without Good Day, I would have been fucked.
Yeah.
It just gives me the energy that I need along in the day after I've just been wallowing in misery for, since from dusk till dawn,
But
till
it's
dusk.
also been the bright spot of the club. Like, obviously, we've had wins and shit, but given the week has been tough,
Yep.
we have been sort of soothed by under the shade of the Good Day Hill.
I know. It's been soothing.
Yeah, it has.
It's been
Do you reckon
extremely
there's any
soothing.
connection between, because you said this year you were a part of the official photo, the actual official in the club,
Yeah.
and then also DC left. Do you reckon there's a connection or not?
We've been in the official photo before, so it's not really.
But I felt like you said this year's the first time that you're actually, it's the official photo.
No, not the first time.
Okay,
Actually,
fair enough.
It's actually, it's the second time.
The second time?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nice
no-
try. Nice try,
So
Rich.
official photo 2023 and official photo 2025, we did miss a year. But I think we were probably on the outer with the club. Anyway, we're back in.
We're back in. Maybe not after
Not a
this
big
week.
deal.
Maybe not after this
Well, fuck them. Fuck them. Which, listen, they know we'll always tell the truth, so get over it.
And always love them.
Yeah, and always love them. But the good day...
Sometimes you got to tell people you love the truth.
That's right. There is another shining light, as Tom mentioned. Good Day Hill still perseveres.
Yeah.
I mean, the sign's getting one of the great runs of all time.
Yeah.
It's delivering wins so far. Yeah. Long may that continue.
Long may that continue.
And if you want to improve your life and get a win in your own life, punters, dribblers.
Little wins.
Little wins. That's what we can offer with Good Day. A box of Good Day, 30 sachets. Go to begoodhealth.com.au. Code DMP for 10% off. Use it with a subscription for 20% off.
Go, and then if you feel like going to have I don't know if I like, go read a couple of the reviews, right?
There's like 1,100
Let them
five-star
blow
reviews,
your dicks off and your vaginas, depending on what you got.
Metaphorically, obviously.
1,100 five-star reviews.
Yep.
Did you read that one the other day from Old Mate?
Of course I did.
It's a ripper.
Changed his life.
Literally changed his life.
Yeah,
there you go.
Life.
There you bloody go.
We're out there here changing lives.
Yeah.
So get some wins into your life, into your day.
Yeah.
There you go.
Good day.
There you go. Now, speaking of wins, who do you think Manly should go after now that your club legend and captain is no longer wants to be at the club?
Lewis Dodd, lol.
Well, that's a drive-by on the poor little young fella.
Scott Sattler said it the other day, and I went, hey, Scott, shut up. I respect what you've done. I respect you. I respect your place in the game. Cover tackles and that. Shut up.
Yeah.
Don't do that, all right? Don't twist the knife, bros.
Maybe he sees something that we don't see. He
Clearly.
might have watched a bit of footy.
Clearly, because no one's seen him because he hasn't played a fucking game of first grade.
I tell you what, Souths have seen him. They paid him $700K to ride.
Right, now
I tell you,
languishing on the fucking reserve grade bench.
I tell you what's interesting is that if you were looking at halves that have come up that you'd want to buy, right, you'd probably buy DCE. Now, if you wanted to buy like young emerging halves that are just playing a bit of first grade for the first time, you'd probably get a Humphrey or something like that. If you want to get another emerging throbber who's right on the cusp of starting to play really consistent first grade footy, it's probably like a Latu Fanu or something like that. Don't you find that interesting?
Listen, it does.
And now we're talking about El Dodd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who can't get a run ahead of Humphrey.
Yeah, or paying Galvin $12 million in 2 years. Like, go fuck
mate,
yourself.
everyone knows that Pommy halves can't play the game of rugby league in this country.
But he's this new, like, this is a drive-by on the poor.
It's not a drive-by on him. It's a drive-by on Scott Sattler.
Scott Sattler said it.
I think. What about Fogarty, boys? What about Fogarty?
I'd have Jamal. Fuck yeah.
I'd fucking have Jamal.
I'd have Jamal. I like a good style of a bloke.
Oh, he's a good style of a bloke, Jamal.
Fair set arms on him too.
Oh, he's got some arms, but a good style of a bloke.
And I like what he's been doing down there.
No, he's been playing all right down there, bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
But I'm also like, fuck. Okay. You know? Like, fuck. You've just fucking... What are we...
It's not DCE.
It's like, you know, you've now got to go find a new missus. And I'm like, I was actually kind of happy with my missus, and she's fucking dumped me.
And she was hot.
She was hot, dude.
She
was hot. She won comps.
You disrespected her.
We didn't do the right thing, and I regret it now. I had her, and now I don't have her anymore.
Yeah.
She slipped through me.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
You pave paradise
and put up a parking lot.
Mate, you make some good points. You make some good points.
I know.
Cut down all the trees. Put them in a tree museum. Charge the people $1.50 to see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You know,
Well,
the metaphor
do
is
ya?
basically
Do you
that we
though?
could have seen them for free, but now we put them in the thing and we're actually using capitalism to sell something we could have got for free.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, honestly, if I'm looking at it objectively, and I like to think I do.
Yeah. You play a straight bat.
Jamal Fogarty's who I'd be going for, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Raiders can just shut that down by going, no, we're just going to keep him. Which I can't believe they wouldn't.
I reckon Ricky Shield would fight him.
Well, maybe this is the time for us to sort of speak to Ricky directly and say, you love pommies, take El Dodd and give us Jamal.
We'll give you Dodd, who we can't technically guarantee you, but I think we can, because I don't know that Souths are going to be fighting
Would
for
you
him.
think El Dodd came all the way here? You know, a boat, 7 months, just to fucking play reserve grade? Probably not.
No, I don't think so. 7 months is a long time on a boat.
7 months is a long time on a boat, leaky boat.
I can't believe South didn't just fly him over.
Well, yeah, but I think whenever it's like athletes travelling between Australia and England, they just go on a ship.
They ship them.
It's like, because
part of
that's
the
how it's
journey of
done.
like when you do the documentary later on in life, you talk about the boat ride.
Yeah,
and, like the
yeah,
Brutalists.
yeah.
Have you
6
seen the
months
Brutalists?
at sea, you know.
Have you seen the
Brutalists? No.
Great movie. Great movie.
But Dodd, I think legally he needs to be here for more than 4 months before we can send him back. So it's like we may as well give him.
We worked out that El Dodd, he might legitimately have to pick fruit. to get a second year
to get a visa.
if he's not playing first grade. If he's not playing footy, he might have to pick
I feel
fruit.
like this is a bit harsh on the poor fella. That's
What do you
literally
mean?
he has nothing to do with anything.
We're just saying
to
he
do
might
with
have to
anything.
pick
I
fruit.
feel sorry for him. It sucks. This isn't the way he'd hoped. The Manly get rid of the next big thing and then he'd be fucked. Like, he's as upset as we are.
Oh, okay. Now back to Fogarty. He's your main man. He's your target.
Yes.
He's not my main man, Denon.
Well,
Your main man's not DC anymore. He's told you to.
well,
respectfully no.
apparently Jerome Hughes is up.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have him.
And Lockie Galvin.
We'll take Jerome.
We'll have Lockie.
Maybe
Oh,
both.
2 6s, perfect.
Yeah, that's good.
right. Yeah, great. Yeah.
Well, Hughes not 6, 7.
Hughes is 7.
No, I mean if you got LeGalvin and the rescue dog, you do it with
Oh,
2
and
6s.
Brooksy. Yeah, okay. Listen, what is weird is that the club offered him $750K 2 years, but like why did they wait and keep that in the salary cap instead of being proactive and already having something else in the works? And also $750K in the open market today is not that much to bring someone to a club.
it just feels like, to your point, he's just saying, like, it clearly feels like maybe he wasn't in their plans, they had other plans. It'd just be way more comfortable and way less fucking annoying if they were just like, this is what we have planned, you may not like it, but this is frantic fucking nobody panic bullshit, and it just...
Well, but so you would say, okay, if he wasn't in your plans, then why not come out and say it? It makes me think that he was in their plans, but they wanted to wait and see how he went this season, and if he'd fallen off a cliff, they'd fuck him off, and if he was great, try and get him for a bargain if no one else wants him. That's what it feels like. And yeah, they offered one...
He'd already said to him, I'm not interested in December.
Because he was waiting. Because
No,
they basically
he
let
said
him.
in
They let his contract lapse, right?
but they obviously didn't believe him.
Yeah.
So he gave, you know what? They had the relationship talk. They said, listen, sit down. Things aren't working out between me and you. You've been really poor to me, blah, blah. And they've just turned around and said, no, we're still together.
I'll give you an example. Benito Mussolini, El Duce.
Yeah.
Right? I've just listened to a podcast
Not the
about
best
him.
bloke. Not the best
No,
bloke.
but I'm giving an example.
yeah.
He was a dictator, Italian dictator, from like the 20s through to 45, something like that. He, right, was let go by the fascist council in like 1944 or something like that. And he turned up to work the next day, didn't get the fucking message. Like, El Duce, brah, you're not wanted. You're out.
And he said, no. It's not how this works.
Exactly.
Okay. So Manly basically...
So Manly were told no, and they turned up to work the next day anyway, thinking it's all cool, but it's not.
for a few months. Like they kept turning up for for 4 months? December?
Well, in
January,
fairness,
February,
Dave,
March. Yeah, about 3 months.
3.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate you saying that Manly's got a bit of Mussolini about him. I will say that.
Like that was there is a bit
was
of a strange
probably-
comparison.
that
Like
was-
Manly are Mussolini.
I don't know.
No, I'm saying that, but it only in the turning up for work department.
Okay, right. Okay. Just that very specific element. Just
Hey,
that
listen.
bit.
Look, it was a flex. It was a history flex.
That was it. He
It was
just
an
wanted to
issue-
tell everyone that he was listening to a
And I
Mussolini
respect
podcast.
it. You slipped it right in.
you
It
did.
works kind of, and we know that you like history and you know history.
Bang.
Big Mussolini guy.
Oh God, where do you reckon DC will end up? Well, honestly, all jokes aside,
Dude, that scope yarn of him going to Penrith, actually, I liked it.
I think Ivan's already come out and said that.
Yeah, but Ivan would say that, wouldn't he?
Wouldn't he?
Wouldn't he? That's
Wouldn't he?
what fucking Ivan would say.
He'd say that for
it's
sure.
a good yarn though. It's a great yarn.
It's the only club I actually think I'd be happy with. Because even though Penrith are fucking
Oh, I wouldn't
good,
care if he went to the Dolphins.
In Scope's defence, he said
Wouldn't
it
give a
before.
flying fuck.
He said that yarn before he was aware that Ivan Cleary.
He didn't
had
completely shut it down.
He didn't completely shut it down.
No,
really,
no, he didn't completely.
He didn't I watched the video. He was sort of a little bit shut it down, but not really.
Yeah.
He was just sort of like, oh, we can't afford him. Bullshit, you can't.
I'm hearing Broncos can get him for about 600.
Oh, fuck off, mate. The
Did
Broncos.
you imagine?
That'd be dumb. What's his Broncos chat? Adam Reynolds is good. He had the ball on a rugby league string.
No,
on the
I'm with you.
weekend.
I'm with you. But
Doesn't sound like it.
we have proven that we could get Ben Hunt for 600k.
But you can't have another one.
So now maybe we get
Where the fuck's he going to play?
Ben Hunt goes to 9, DC at 6,
And Ezra
7.
going.
No, mate, he has got time to come back, mate.
So where's Ezra going to be though? He'll be on.
He'll
the
be at
bench.
14.
And then where's Corey Pakes?
I think
yeah.
Ezra's gone.
I think Ezra's got. Maybe let's get Ezra. Although we need
Another
a halfback.
6.
Yeah, let's get another 6.
He's just a fucking obsession with 6s at Manly at the moment.
We're going to turn Turbo into a fucking 6.
Well, exactly. Thus the obsession,
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah.
Thus the obsession. If he goes to Broncos, I will have a tantrum.
If he goes to the
If he goes to the Roosters, I'll have a
tantrum.
tantrum. I'll allow a couple of clubs. I'll allow the Dolphins.
I'll
Yeah, no, I will. I'll allow the Dogs
Yep.
because I don't mind the Dogs.
Yeah, I got a soft spot.
And I will allow the Panthers because I'm interested to see what that would look like.
Yeah, that's like super team.
That's like, that's spicy.
Is that the Golden
as
State
fuck.
Warriors of like the NBA?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Cleary and DCE in the halves is pretty horny, and I'm like, okay, sure. Like I'm around greatness as long as it's not the Roosters, and the Roosters are never great. They're great for a year or two, and then they fucking die because that's all they do. It'd piss me off a lot if they got the.
But it would be extremely Roosters
to do it.
And I think that's where a lot of the fear comes from. We've all got PTSD from the past performance, like their past actions,
And-
just buying all the best players and just annoying everyone.
But also, we've sat here as three best friends and mused
anyone could have.
and mused like, oh, the Roosters, they're saving up for someone eerily quiet. They're missing out on everyone. Everyone's leaving.
And the whole
it's probably
time-
Kalen Ponga. They're probably putting that Kalen Ponga shit out there so then they can fucking get Cherry Evans off us without
The
us
whole
even
time,
looking.
Politis he watches the show. The whole
course
time
he
he's
does.
saying, "I am fucking these blokes so good right now."
Yeah.
They're all talking about KP.
Yeah.
Bait and
Meanwhile, I'm on the phone to DC right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
But I think realistically, obviously the Chooks are always in it, always in for a sniff. But I think the Dogs is
I like the Dogs
a
because
pretty realistic
legacy-wise, they're not there yet in regards to premiership threat. And if he was to arrive and win them a comp, like legacy-wise for him, that's hectic.
Yeah.
It's huge. I don't think he will leave Sydney. I'd be surprised if he did.
And the Roosters, if he goes there and wins a comp, it'll be, don't get me wrong, it'll be good, but it won't be anywhere near as hectic as Bulldogs win the comp.
Correct.
And he'll also ingratiate himself to a humongous and passionate fan base. Whereas the Roosters don't really have fans. So it's like if you get it out to the Doggies, you get the Lebanese contingent on your side, brah, you're set for life.
Do you think they're still short on troops even if he went there? Feels like they are.
No,
They're bringing in
back
Leo
them in.
Thompson
Leo
next
Thompson,
year.
they just got Zion from the Warriors. Like I think Tilly's arrived. They're 3 from 3 at the moment. Like they started the year pretty well. Like I know they've leaked some points, but I'd actually, with DCE in the halves and with the depth with Sexton, I'd actually go, you know what? I reckon they can do it. I mean, they were a couple of games off top 4 last year.
Yeah, but they did lose to Manly.
Well, put it
If
this way.
you remember in the
We
first
had
week of the
DC,
finals.
DCE was what won you the game, literally.
And Cooler. Stubby Cooler, Canicola.
No, it was DCE, that play that he did on 5th, that won you the game.
Well, that was good as well, but Stubby Cooler Canicola scored one of the great rugby league tries with one shoe on. So,
But wasn't DCE the one that passed in the ball?
But you're forgetting about
No,
you're
that was-
forgetting
that
about
was-
Stubby Cooler Canicola with one fucking.
that
boot
was a
on.
different play. There were two
okay.
plays. There was the DCE close to the line play, which some people I think tried to say was
Now, I'm
illegal.
pretty confident that the match-winning try
It was.
DCE.
Yes. But Stubby Cooler Canicola scored a try from about 48,000 metres out where he stepped everyone with one shoe on.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'm just saying
Okay.
that both of them contributed.
Okay, fair enough. Put it this way: do you reckon the Dogs could make the top 6 this year?
Yes.
So if you add DC into that side, you'd argue they go into top 4.
Yep.
I
They
just
could.
don't, but I don't think that they could compete with full strength Storm or Panthers.
okay.
To be honest, that's
fair.
that's just my
Maybe.
opinion.
Mate, they're pretty good. They're very defensively sound. And
Well, that's Geraldo, mate.
exactly right. That's Geraldo's systems and processes.
Well, that's his.
Brought in,
It's his blueprint, mate.
Imagine Burton and DC's long boot just fucking.
Oh, their
wolfing
kicking
it.
game would be.
But that's what I mean.
ridiculous.
I think that they definitely could win the comp with DCE there. Obviously, big dick sides are still going to have big dicks wherever, regardless of where Cherry Evans goes.
There'll be no hinching going on.
No hinching. But I think he can do it.
Do you think the Dogs are favourite? The way that
good.
Gus was
Yeah,
working
Gus-
his fucking penis the
Hole
other
under
night,
the
I'm like,
table.
geez, this
Listen.
sounds a lot like you've signed him.
He sounded like a bard. Like, you know what he sounded like? Those people that play the recorder that hypnotise pythons.
Yes, except DCE was
And DC with his neck was like, ooh, shit.
Yeah,
and you
Gus
just
got me. Gus
you
got
just
me.
it just feels like the Laundies could stitch together some like a nice package.
Well, they offered Tino like a pub, didn't they?
Literally a pub. Yeah.
Well,
DCE could get a pub
he can get a pub.
Get a couple of pubs.
with some pokies.
Yeah, call it cherries.
Cherries. I'd go.
I'd go.
I'd go to cherries for
I'd
a
go
couple.
to Cherries for a slap.
You go for as if you wouldn't go to cherries for a slab and a couple.
Slap and a dart and a couple.
Pop the cherry.
Pop the cherry. Cherries.
Hope you cherry at cherries.
Okay.
So obviously the deep beds then.
I have a come out the back.
It would be a hotel.
There has been more news coming out. It depends, what you believe.
If you were a real witch, you'd be able to read through that thing, mate.
Exactly. That's why I'm not a witch.
A witch
And-
would say that.
Yeah.
He can read. He's
Burn
plenty
him.
not to.
Burn him.
So I was listening to I think it's a Triple M podcast with Chamis and Weidler yesterday.
Yep.
And they were saying...
Adam Peacock.
Yeah, and so they were saying...
Friend of the show, Adam.
Yeah, he is a great guy.
I assumed that DC initially was like, I want a 2-year deal because I'm still going really well. But apparently he didn't even ask for a 2-year deal. He would have been happy with just a 1-year deal. And they just didn't offer him anything.
Listen, I refuse to get caught up in speculation.
And innuendo. We don't trade in that kind.
That's I refuse.
Which
to get
makes
caught
it
up.
even worse for the Manly side.
If true, but I mean, who knows? Because
They seem pretty confident with their sources.
I wish we could make all parties involved in things like this take truth serum, and you just have to tell us what actually happened.
or lie detector test. Just get it on some of the LDs.
You can, but like a strong mind, a strong.
Yeah. Like if
Considered-
you ask me the question, but then I ask myself, is the sky blue? And I'll just go, yes. And then, like, you know what I mean? I'll
Is that how that works?
That's how it works.
Oh, okay,
My
right.
training is an
Of course, a
FBA.
neckbeard knows that.
Yeah, a neckbeard witch.
I feel like there's animosity here. I'm with
Well,
you,
because
boys.
you've come
at the
on
t-shirt
here,
you're wearing.
yeah, exactly. Well, particularly the first one, saying the club had died, and then you wouldn't even bail the camera and say to the turbos that the club's nothing with them there, because I knew you wouldn't.
Yeah, I just look. I already apologise for this. There's a miscommunication in the text message we sent each other. It said just for a funeral, and I assumed that the funeral was for the club. I apologise.
You're a cunt.
Yeah. Here. What are you doing, mate? Bouncing
I'm
around a
just
lot.
trying to-
You're bouncing around a
Jesus
lot.
Christ.
You want us to run this fucking thing?
Well, I don't want to read that because I don't want to fan the flames of rumours.
Has there been a fallout?
You want to fan the flames? Why not, dude? What the fuck else?
Fan
would I
him,
do?
lad.
Fan the flames, lad. He didn't go to the wedding.
Well, I don't want to fan those flames.
What do you mean?
Anthony
Because you don't
Seabold didn't
know.
go to DC's
Seabold didn't
wedding.
go to the wedding.
But sometimes you don't want your boss at your wedding.
Yeah, true.
I don't think. Why is that so weird?
Well, because Des went.
Because Desi went.
Des not
Yeah,
a boss anymore, though.
but
When you win prems together,
he
that's
won a
what it is.
prem with him. He'd been there for
Also,
most of his career.
Des
It's
brought him
completely
up. It
different.
was like a father figure.
Yeah,
to
Des
him.
like a dad. Dad had.
Seabold had been there for
daddy
what, a
dads.
year or two when he got married. Des was like there when he was a boy. Brought him up, read him.
Yeah, yeah.
At the teat.
Pretty much. I
Breastfeeding,
bet
yeah,
you did breastfeed him every now and then.
Nursed him on a steed.
Yeah. So anyway, that's why I didn't want to fan the flames.
Well, you
because
weren't
I don't
invited
wanna-
to your wedding, though. So, man, that's pretty fucked up.
That is drama in the DMP.
I reckon. I tell you right now, we're closer with you than Seabold would be with Cherry Evans.
Yeah.
But I didn't get invited to any weddings.
You didn't invite us.
You didn't invite. You set the
You set the
precedent.
standard.
No, but there was no friends invited to me.
Mate,
just
you
family.
went down to
fucking
Gerringong,
had
you got
everyone
married on a nice hill, and you said, fuck you, Tom and Eddie. That's what happened. And then he fucked me as well.
Well, I didn't fuck you. COVID fucked me.
No,
Righto,
you
mate.
fucked him.
No, COVID did.
You specifically
COVID
said, I
did.
don't want
He
Eddie.
had
at
like
my
third cousins and shit at his
wedding. Yeah,
wedding.
exactly. Danielle, the Rabbitohs mascot, real name Charlie, he's apologised for pushing the Sharks fan. He apparently met with the boy and his mother for a face-to-face apology.
Paul Gallen not happy.
Gal not happy.
No, Gal
Gal's
wasn't.
blowing
Gal
up.
was blowing up. Gal
Wow.
wanted to fight Reggie the Rabbit, which I thought was a little
Jeez.
unfair. The guy's fucking 80. Gal,
Fucking
let's
80.
relax. But I think this is one of the great rugby league beat-ups in rugby league history, and I don't mean beating up the kid. The kid got pushed at best. That guy in
He
the
got
suit,
pawed.
That rabbit is as old as fuck, respectively. Respectfully, that's the oldest rabbit I've seen. And now, listen, was he in the wrong? That's, you know, as we said, as the great Brent Reed said, the first casualty of war is the truth. So who knows? But I will say this: to go to the police for that, which is what happened, to me, is the most absurd part of the entire story. That's
Call the
that's
police. Call the police.
That's the extent of it, and I didn't have a pad on my hand. He actually probably has a greater right to call the police than whoever the fuck did.
Exactly. Also, you got to remember that rabbit is from a time when you could have bent that kid over and spanked him,
Yeah.
like as in a form of punishment.
Yes.
For giving him the hug. You know what I mean? He's from an era where you got the cane,
Corporal
where you got the
punishment.
belt,
Got the cane.
where you got a little clip
Yeah.
around the ears for fucking talking shit
Oh.
and for being annoying.
Yeah.
Anyone's kid that was playing on back.
In 2025,
back in the 20s, you know what I
bash
mean?
other people's kids back
In the
could.
20s, fucking oath you could.
Yeah.
What do you mean? There was teachers in there bashing 30 kids a day.
Yeah, that was the main part of their job. These days, your kid can spit in your mouth and you can't do anything about it.
You have to swallow.
You just got to go, sorry, mate.
Oh my god.
They can kick you in the shins, and you go, oh, sorry, don't sue me.
So
Boys,
times have changed.
just quietly
Yeah.
and also loudly, have you been doing any Netflixing lately?
No.
Yeah, I have been. I've just been watching Seinfeld again.
You didn't watch Adolescence, so I try to.
No, not yet. Because
I tried to tee
no,
up,
but
mate.
you said it was
dark.
too hectic and
I don't
dark.
need
I can't
that.
do that, mate.
can't-
I'm in like a nice, like loving period of my life,
Yeah.
right? First kid, not even 3 weeks in. I don't want to go and watch shit.
Oh, my
about
God.
kids.
Yeah.
Nah, not doing it.
My wife's actually.
You know, I
also
get
got me
anxiety
on
watching
maths
stuff like that.
dish.
White
I'm messing it
Lotus.
up.
Yeah, White
Oh,
Lotus.
see, I wanna
that
see
last
that.
episode.
Oh,
So
la, 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 la. You want to talk about Sunday
can't
scaries?
hear it.
This
Oh
is.
my God.
This is.
It's the most
so hectic.
It's so etch and gross and disgusting and disgraceful.
If you're about to reveal anything, I'm going to block my ears because I've been. On
No, we won't reveal
I've been on a
anything.
maths binge with my wife, so that
Do you
finishes.
do you
this.
watch maths?
I hate maths, and this year she started watching it, and I've watched it, and I'm in. I'm in.
They
I can't
got
help
you.
it.
So you don't
they got
hate
your
it.
reptilian brain.
No, I do. I'm watching it. Me, we were
You
talking
can't.
the other night.
You're allowed to say you don't mind watching it.
We said the other night, we were like, I am so fucking excited for this thing to be done. Like, it's just the most vapid.
Oh, it's
bullshit.
hate watching.
It's these people are just complete fucking
But you need to
train
wa-
wrecks.
but you need to
But
watch it.
I'm in now. I
They
can't.
get you. It's the reptilian brain.
Yeah.
They just keep touching it. They just massaging it.
Dude, they're
with all the
flicking my
crap.
reptilian bean
Yep.
like you would not believe.
Absolutely. You can't help yourself,
No, I can't.
Can't help yourself. That
it
White
sucks.
Lotus writing though.
mate. It's just like
genius.
next level. Yeah, it's near. I'd still say Succession has better writing, but Jesus, not far off.
It's insane how good
It's-
it is.
mate. That
And the acting. I didn't realise that was Schwarzenegger's son.
Yep.
neither did I until I started seeing all the memes and that. I was like, what the?
And people like Nepo Baby, I'm like, dude, he's a good actor. So get over it.
Yeah, absolutely, he's a good actor because you hate his guts initially.
He's a great actor.
And I mean, you still hate his guts, but great show, great show.
Although you do feel a little different.
You definitely feel different. It's an inflection point. Let's just call it.
yeah.
Like it's.
It is so hectic.
You know what I've been? It's crazy though. It's like there are people saying
Are
the
you
show
gonna
should
fucking
be,
reveal some shit, mate?
No. There's people that think the show should be cancelled because
Why?
of it. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? It's make believe. It's not
It's
real.
not-
It didn't actually happen.
People are pussies.
It
I
didn't
wonder whether
actually
that's-
happen.
I
It's
wonder whether that's-
fiction.
I wonder whether
And
that's
I
like
bet you,
psyop shit.
I bet you that has happened.
But do you reckon that could be like marketing? Like
yeah,
something
do
around there?
do crazy
where
stuff.
people talk
this is
about
part
it?
of the story though. This has been set up from like episode 1.
But what I mean is when
Which you
people
didn't
are
realise
like-
at the time. But
See,
it
I
has.
did. I literally said to my missus,
Oh, what
there's-
you thought that was going to happen?
I swear on everything. I said to my missus,
You thought
there's
what
some
happened
weird-
happened. You thought what happened
We had a win
would
today.
happen.
We are the boys, you
literally
know.
said the
Showed
word.
them how to play.
The thing that happened, I said there's something weird that starts with I.
I can't.
It's going to happen.
I can't.
That's
Oh,
something weird.
Block
okay.
the
Yeah,
ears.
right, okay.
Because you could get the vibe that
Block the
something
ears
was
if
weird
you
between
don't
those
wanna
two.
get
It was a
spoiled
weird
in
look.
front of
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Because they would linger the camera on them
Yeah,
too long.
yeah,
And it'd be all
yeah,
weird and
yeah,
awkward.
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
know like that
Yeah,
seemed like
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
the way
yeah,
it was
yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah.
But look, it's great stuff. Oh man, great stuff, White Lotus. And we're not spoiling anything. We're not spoiling anything. Promise you.
Huh?
They just keep like releasing bangers. Every season's a banger.
I know, and because True Detective first season was a banger. Then there was some
absolute
rubbish in there,
studs.
right? Like particularly the second season. But this is just banger after banger after banger.
And like they're all the same but different, if you know what I mean. Like
Yes.
they all have like a similar core to it, but they get to the where you want to go differently.
Yeah.
Because like when you think about it, every season is about something similar-ish.
Yes.
It's fucking amazing.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So good. There's nothing better than good TV. Nothing better, mate.
Nothing better,
Nothing better, mate.
There's
Make
heaps
sure,
better than maths, I can tell you. It's fucking rotten my brain.
you know what I don't,
Mate, put it down and pick up White Lotus.
It's
and be done
finishing
with it.
Sunday, bro. I've got to see the end of it. I've got to see this thing through, and then I'm just going to go.
Well, it's not on
fuck it.
tonight.
No, rugby league's on tonight, mate.
True. Because it's Sunday to Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got to make sure we do the stream thing.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
We're doing a stream this Sunday, actually, just so you know. We're not doing the Thursday night. We're doing Sunday, Manly Eels.
Okay, so you're doing this Sunday.
Sunday.
But next couple of weeks, just let us know.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
try and get there Thursday.
Well, what's the game next Thursday?
Could do it next Thursday.
Next Thursday is
Might
Raiders
be
versus
needing one
Sharks.
lead time, potentially.
Why don't we do Thursday after for our to give whoever wins time
To
Yeah.
be able to set it all up.
Thursday
me just
after
check.
is Dolphins Penrith.
Dolphins Penrith.
Not the best.
It's a bit of a pounding.
Bit of a pounding there. Bum ass
Manly St George
We'll
on
get it done.
17th.
Just
17th of what?
Thursday the 17th of April, Manly St George. That's a long weekend. Because the Friday's a day off. Day off.
that might be. Look, we'll get it
That's
done.
not a bad idea.
We'll
That's-
get it done.
You're a
That's
Dragons player?
That's actually pretty good, I reckon. Thursday the 17th of April.
Yep. Let me make sure I might.
But
Have,
you might be away.
I might be away, but I'll try and make it work. We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
We'll make
Listen, it was
something
your idea, mate.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget, grab some Grumpy Coffee from grumpycoffee.com.au. We've got some really cool content coming out very soon. Been working on this for for months now. But it's all coming together, I reckon, in the next week or two. We're going to be starting releasing regular content for Grumpy Coffee that I hope you really like. So give us a follow on our Instagram. Give us a follow on our YouTube channel. Make sure to grab some Grumpy Coffee from grumpycoffee.com.au. We've got pods. We've got whole bean. We've got ground. We've got it all. Beautiful, beautiful coffee. And also, KO round 4 of the regular season is upon us, and you can watch every game live in 4K with no ad breaks during play on KO Sports. Don't miss all the action. If you love sport, you can't miss it. It's on KO. Alrighty, boys. Dylan Walker has arrived at the Eels. He's arrived at the Eels. Look, this one's a bit of a... Like, I get the signing to a degree, but at the same time, I'm like he's a good player. Dylan Walker's he's a good, solid player. But, like, if you're building towards the future, surely you're saving money in the... You're building a war chest.
Do you reckon he's costing that much?
About, what do you reckon, 300 or 400K, I reckon?
Which is pretty, I reckon that's pretty good for... So what is he, 30? He's versatile. Dylan Brown's going to go, so he could play 5'8" if you wanted to. But like, he's not taking that much money. And when Dylan Brown goes, you got Dylan Brown cash to start throwing around.
But like when you're looking to move on, like guys like, well, it seems like it anyway, Madison, you know, like they've got similar-ish guys there, not in the exact same position. But
no, would you say he's more versatile than Madison? Like he's going to cover a few,
sure.
you know? Like, so he's got that. Yeah. He's the 14 as whatever the fuck, really. But it's funny with the Eels, like something's got up bloody Donk's pee hole, hasn't it? Because Madison isn't really getting any game time.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're moving these guys on that are pretty much in a similar vein.
But maybe they're culture guys. Or
potentially.
Did they not train the house down?
Maybe, yeah.
Possibly.
Maybe there was a house there, didn't get trained down.
Because Madison's had some detractors culturally in the past.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like if you're doing a full rebuild, because it's a full fucking rebuild there at the moment.
Yeah.
Would you
down.
Wouldn't you go for a guy that's maybe 20, you know, at least 26 or 7? You know, it
They've
just
only
came
got
out
him.
of
How long
nowhere.
have they got him there for? It's not long. I think it's a
2 years,
year.
I think maybe. Is it 1 year? If it's 1 year, fair enough. Maybe it's just.
Like, do you need a bridging player though? If you're doing a knockdown rebuild, you need a bridging player. You know what I mean? You need to bring in a demandable that sits on site that you can live in while you knock down
a site warden guy.
You just come out of it. Like because I just had in my head there in this full-on rebuild. So like you do Serraldo situation where it's like you're getting guys that are like 25, 26 that are a bit of a utility player, but also culture guys or whatever. But it's not a bad signing.
This year and next year.
Yeah. So not a bad signing.
I think it's actually, I like it.
I'm surprised.
I like it.
He's good.
I remember when he was at Manly, he was good at Manly, and then he went to the Warriors, and he took that form over and helped the Warriors out. I mean, it could be a...
Yeah, it was
He's
just
a goer.
surprising, that's all. But I do think it's a good signing. He's a good player. He's
Sounds like
bloody
they hate
good.
him.
But it's just, I just assumed that they would go a bit younger with all their signings.
A bit old, you think? Yeah. When's Moses due back?
Mate, don't even know.
Indefinite.
What's crazy about the Mode situation is like he's got an injury in his foot where not a lot of blood gets to. So like they don't really know when he's going to be back. And so you're sitting there kind of like umming and ahhing, okay, we can prepare for him to be back mid-year or late year. Like you just don't know. You just don't know. Which like it's a unique-ish injury to a degree, which is scary. Like I think he'll be back. It's just like if you go a whole season without him, there could be a bunch of young fellas damaged from getting pounded in the bum all week by this bloke's bloody team.
In the last 12 months, he's played more rep games than Eels games.
Yeah.
Are they who's favourite for the spoon?
Dolphins.
I'd have a little dig at the Eels.
Dolphins, I think, was it Dolphins?
Yep.
I think Dolphins might have become favourites.
Well, depending on what they're paying, you have a little nib. Little. So there you go, mate.
Bear with me.
I think it might be Dolphins became favourites recently, if I recall correctly. Recall correctly. What's that off again?
If I recall correctly, maybe something.
Oh, dodgeball.
Dolphins.
Is it necessary to drink my own urine? No, but I do it anyway because I like the taste. There we go. Yes, so Dolphins are the current favourite wooden spooners.
Excellent.
What about our man Gout Gout, boys? You Gout Gout, man?
Huge Gout Gout, guys. He's
Now,
a
apparently-
fast fucker, isn't he?
Apparently, could you please Google it? We want to say it the correct way because apparently, initially they just were like, okay, you can call him Gout Gout, but it's actually pronounced differently.
No. So this is initially it was Gout Gout because that's just how it sounds or reads. Then his old boy came out and was like, it's actually Guat Guat because that's when he came out. But then after the dad came out and said that, then Gout Gout's manager and maybe even Gout Gout himself like, no, Gout Gout.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
they've
just
gone-
like, they were like, fucking, that's what people know me as now.
Yeah.
Fucking don't mix me up.
Goat Goat.
Goat Goat.
He is the Goat Goat.
And Gout Gout, I'll call you that if you want. That's all, we went through this where like this teething period where like, is it Gout Gout? Is it Gout Gout? What the fuck do you want to call it? We'll call you Gout Gout if you
I
want.
kind of like Gout Gout.
I kind of like Gout Gout.
But we're happy to do whatever Gwat wants.
But,
Yeah.
but apparently he wants
But he wants Gout Gout.
He wants Gout
So
Gout.
we're going to go Gout
We
Gout.
give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
And
Gout
all
Gout.
we need in return is a 1-2 double at Brisbane in 2032.
That's all
I don't
we
think
need.
that's a heap to ask.
It's not at all. You're fast, so do it.
Jeez, I've never
Building a
seen...
new stadium, winning it.
Yeah.
It almost looks like he's like when he hits top speed, it looks like he's flying.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look like he's touching the ground.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he's spending more time in the air than
That's actually correct.
It's
yeah.
unbelievable. And I think that the country needs to get I don't think people realize how like he is equaling Usain Bolt's times over 200 meters at the same age. Like think about like Usain Bolt is literally an icon in sport. And we have maybe someone similar in Australia.
Yeah.
It's actually insane.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
actually
ridiculous.
insane.
I love it.
Australian track and field, we've been killing it lately. We've been killing it lately.
We won some 60-metre thing, didn't we, at the
Yeah,
Diamond
no, we
League?
come second.
Second.
Yeah.
Lachlan, I think he's Lachlan
Kennedy?
someone. Yes, that's Lachlan Kennedy. He came second by just a whisker as well. He could have nearly won it.
I wasn't aware that 60 metres was a thing that we did.
Indoor,
to be
it's
honest.
indoor 60s.
So in little athletics, it used to be I think 70 meters they used to do. And
60.
so that was really good for
kids.
No, it was really good for smaller kids with good starts. Because usually if you're a bit smaller, your first 10 meters is really good. Like I mean, for example, great for like Reece Walsh. His first 10 meters is insane. His top speed's not great.
What was your best 100 again?
10.7, but that was.
We got
a
that.
long
We got
time
that.
ago.
We got that documented anywhere. Just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
could you like? Is that
We
ratified?
need to find
Is that
that
ratified?
Or was that
I mean,
was
I
that
think
was that the old man on a hand time?
No, it was at regionals. It was at regionals. I think we've still got some records at Gold Coast Athletics. Not in the 100 though. I think it's maybe the 400. Me and my brother have literally the record for the 400. We got the exact same time, and it's still there. S Chem, D Chem. How weird's that? And we have quite different builds.
makes you question its legitimacy, really, doesn't it? Got someone on
Exact
the
same
inside.
time?
Exact
Yeah, right.
same time?
Okay, sure.
Sorry to put the tinfoil hat on.
Right, now I've heard it all.
Yeah. That's pretty fast. That's cool.
Thanks, bro.
10.7's fucking quick.
10.7 is wheels.
Yeah, long time ago.
Did they ever call you Wheels?
Nah, didn't have many friends growing up, boys.
Oh, okay. That's
Even though you were quick. Quick kids usually have friends.
yeah.
No, I didn't.
must have been
Because
doing
the
something wrong.
group of mates, like they were jealous that I was okay at sport, and I didn't take a backward step when they used to put shit on me, and then it was just all shit.
Oh, fuck.
But the same guys used to bully me. They're also the same guys that backed me to get signed by the Broncos. So it was a bit of a weird relationship.
That does. That
Every
sounds
couple
like-
of years we used to punch on.
Okay, right. Well, listen. If you're listening out there, just be kind to each other. It's all be nice.
I remember
nice.
one time where there's like
nice.
30 of them chasing me with like, the Fanta bottles that had the plastic caps on the top.
Yep.
And they used to try and hit me with them. And then I went into the swamp and my knee got infected because I was hiding in the swamp.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
The fuck is going on? It sounds like
I just
Last of
thought
Us.
the fast kid that ran a 10.7 would be like, a
beating them
door.
off with a stick,
Nah,
you know?
because the ringleader of the group, he was jealous of
Yeah,
the
right,
whole
your
situation.
speed.
Was he jealous of speed or scared of it?
He was jealous of it, I think.
Didn't sound like he was scared of it. He was fucking pelting him with bottles.
Well, with 30 blokes, one-on-one, he was, getting into
And
himself
sometimes when
one-on-one.
you're scared, you fight.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight. That took a really sad turn.
No, listen. I mean, it's character building. You obviously are a swamp guy now. Yeah, where's the ghillie suit going?
Did you ever used to wag school? Are you waggers?
I was not
High
really.
school, I did it like in year 12.
you were a
so-
wagger?
But no, not by any means of like anything.
I wouldn't say I was a wagon, no.
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 But like there'd be times where as soon as you started getting free periods in like year 11 or 12, it'd be like, I'm just not coming back. Like, okay, I got a free period at lunch and then I got maybe 2 classes in the hours. I was like,
I used to love free periods. I used to sleep.
dude, they were the best. Free periods was like the whole
Go and have a nap.
fucking grail.
Fucking perfect. Nothing better than having a
Go
nap.
to the beach, dude. We just fuck off.
I'd have a nap.
Go to the beach.
That was
See,
just
that
me.
sounds like so old to me. That's like crazy. When I was at school, I would never be like, oh, let's just go to the beach. That's
What do
so
you mean
scary.
old? Swimming in the ocean?
No, but like it's like school days, and it was just like that's school day. You know what I mean? It's just like that's intimidating to think. Oh fuck it, we'll just go to the beach. Like, what if mum and dad found out? They fucking get
Yeah, I hear. I was boarding, so they would probably. I mean, they would have found out, but like you could just fucking.
How did they find out?
Well, because if I got caught, if I got in trouble,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
never got in trouble.
What's the worst thing you got caught for at school?
That's
Mate,
I remember this one
it
time.
would be so like lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember this one time, this dude, when burning CDs was a thing? So we were just talking about, like, because didn't grow up with much money, so I couldn't afford a lot of video games. Anyway, this dude was like, oh, no, I can just burn The Sims for you. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah, 100%, I'll just burn The Sims for you. He's like, cost you $30. Anyway, so I scraped together $30, like saving over weeks and weeks and weeks. I gave him the money. He came back the next day with the CD, gave it to me, went back home, didn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck this. So I went back and just basically said, if you don't give me my money, I'm going to punch your head in. And then he tattled on me to the fucking, the principal. Principal calls me in the office because his mum called in and said, oh, he's saying he's going to bash my son. And then so I got called to the principal's office and they called my family, my dad in. And so we're sitting there and he's saying to my dad, mate, you can't have your son threatening to physically harm people, blah, blah, blah. And my dad's like, yeah. Anyway, walked out, got home, and I'm thinking, fuck, Dad's going to fucking go skits. And he pulled me aside and he's like, don't you ever let anyone take your money, son. I'm happy about what you did.
there you go.
Love that.
That's nice.
But did you get your money back?
I can oath I got my money
Oh, you get your money back?
nice.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
That's
$30,
a win-win.
a lot of money.
It's
what are
heaps
you-
of money.
Hey, what are we talking? Are we talking coins or are we talking notes?
We're talking notes, mate.
I wasn't sure you could do a sack of coins, you know? Could have been a sack of coins.
Inflation,
Well, I'm just
that's
saying,
about
like,
$1,000
notes-
today.
It's
notes-
about $1,000.
Notes back then were just like
Cool as shit.
the coolest shit.
Dude, my daughters don't even really understand that money
Yeah,
exists.
physical.
Like when we're like, we play like, fucking shops or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that'll be $3. And they just go, beep. I'm like, oh, you guys don't even know that cash is real.
Have they got cash to work with in their little tills or not?
No.
Well, there you go.
Well, in the past they have, but not currently. But they don't want to fuck with cash. They want to tap and go.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
They want the ease. They want the ease of just tapping and going, because that's the world they live in. They live in a tap and go world. They know no different.
I think they've done studies where this next generation are not as good with money because it's not physically in there. It doesn't seem real to them.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, if you want to,
I'm not good with it.
like, if you want it to mean something, have it in cash.
Yeah.
Like $1,000 on a screen is like, okay, it's $1,000. It's not nothing, but it's like if you've got it in your fucking hand
And you're watching it
20s,
dwindle.
you're like, Jesus.
Yeah. Where's this all gone?
Yeah, I mean, you're slowly, you've got to actually hand it over.
Oh,
physically.
mate, you're like, nah,
Yeah.
might hold on to this. But if it's like on it, it's just a number on a screen.
But the problem is, it's fucking easy not having it in your pocket. You know?
Oh, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Pain in the
Coins and
arse.
shit?
You used to have the little coin pocket and shit. Nah.
Your Velcro wallet. Bring them back.
Yeah, bro, I'll do that. Hot coins, though, hot coins in your hand.
And they'd
I remember when I
sweat
used
and
to work in a
shit,
bottle
and they'd
and
stink.
People would come in and give hot coins, and I'd be like, I can't believe you're handing me these fucking, like, oh, I'm just going to pay for a bottle of wine with like 50 hot coins.
Yeah,
I'm
because you've
like,
been holding them in your
fucking
hand, so they're
piece
heating
of
up, and they're
shit.
sweaty.
They're all
and
sweaty and stuff.
Yeah.
dirty.
Clammy coins.
There you go.
There
This
you go.
chick used to come into the bottler that I used to work at.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a sad, like she was a full-on booze hound. And she would come in, and I'm like a bit germophobe anyway. And so she'd come in with a handful of hot coins, and then she'd be like, and here are some strawberries I've grown for you. I'm like, I don't want any of this shit, doll. I can't even.
Strawberries?
I'm not going to eat your weird strawberries, and I'm not taking your hot coins. Please get out of the store.
I used to work at Bodlow, and there was this dude that we used to drive around and deliver alcohol to, like, Bodlows around. It's called the Callanvale Hotel. And I had this one guy that I used to work with all the time, but he was always in and out of jail. So sometimes he'd rock up, and then sometimes he wouldn't be there for 2 weeks. And he'd be like, oh, fucking old mate's, he's back in the
back in the big house.
He's back in the big house.
Bottle
Good times.
load jobs are fun.
Good times. Good times. I always used to marvel at people that have been working in bottle-loads for ages, like cases of beer are so light to them. They can just carry 3 each time, even though you can do that, but if you're doing that all day, it's a tough carry 3 each time.
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit,
My
yeah.
back would go.
No.
Okay, let's get into some tips, mate. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, mate. Okay, mate. Okay, mate.
Ma.
Okay.
Alrighta.
Right, mate. South Sydney Rabbitohs versus Penrith Panthers. Rabbitohs are paying $3.90. The Panthers are paying $1.26. Where are you going, boys?
Give me the Panthers. I can't see them losing 3 on the trot.
But I think that there's a fucked up, crazy, weird world where $3.90 is just worth having a little fucking look
Not
at.
for this game. The Bulldogs game, that's where it's worth having a look.
I don't think the Panthers will lose 3 in a row.
Line, maybe even the line.
'Cause, like,
10 points.
line's
I think
10.5,
was.
isn't it?
The
Yeah.
Bulldogs against the Sharkies are paying $3.82.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
juicy.
I'm
That's
having a
juicy.
look.
I don't mind that. I'll have a look at that for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll have a
Pair
good-
that with an anytime try scorer and you're having a good time.
I'll have a good, long, hard look at that.
Roosters versus Rabbitohs. Roosters.
Versus Gold Coast, mate.
Sorry, Roosters Gold Coast.
Wake up.
Wake up. I'm going to Titans here.
Same.
Going Titans.
Yeah.
Same. I like what I saw last week.
Look good, mate.
I know Kenny's out, but I still like what I
I
saw.
like what I saw too, mate. Dolphins paying $4.45 versus the Brizzy Broncos.
This is going to be a rugby league bloodbath, 13-plus Broncos.
You said that last week against the Cowboys.
It was fucking pubic hair off it. Pubic hair off it.
Wasn't though, was it?
Almost.
I think the Broncos will win, but I don't think it'll be a blowout.
I think a derby will keep it close-ish,
Yeah.
at least for 60 minutes.
Especially if you haven't won a
13 plus.
game.
St. George versus the Storm.
I'm going to go St. George.
Wow.
Yeah, like, fuck it.
That's dumb.
That's fucking footy, that.
Yeah,
that
it is.
really is.
Because, like,
That's
that's not
dumb
happening.
as fuck.
Happened
That's
last
just-
year.
That's dumb as fuck. And there would have been context around last year probably if that did happen. That's dumb.
Well, to this point, Hughes is out.
It happened last year.
Wishy's coming in though.
It happened last year. They're off a bye. I'm going to go the Dragons.
Wishy's good. I tell you what, why doesn't Manly go for Wishy?
He's a 6.
Well, is he playing 7 this week? Is he playing 7? Is he playing 7? Is he playing 7?
Yeah, but 7 at the Melbourne Storm's a little bit different.
Well, fucking, he's better than Luke Brooks. At 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think we wanted just a 7-7 though, don't we?
Well, but where is it?
Instead of like this
I
fucking-
like Wishy.
Like, this 6 obsession is weird. It's getting weird.
Give me 6s, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, North Queensland Cowboys versus the Raiders.
I got to go with the Raiders, honestly. Like, I know it's up in Townsville, but I don't like the cut of the Cowboys' jib.
Tarpanay back.
And I just think if you're going to give $1.94 for the Raiders, I'm going to take that. I think they should be favourites.
Dude, Raiders 13 plus we were discussing. On
Yeah,
that,
$4.50
even
or something.
$4.50.
Have a look.
It's juicy.
Yeah,
It's juicy.
100%.
Sharkies, Bulldogs.
For
Dogs.
value, I'm going to have a look at the dogs.
For value, I'm going Bulldogs.
Dogs.
Head-to-head, I'm going Sharkies.
Sharkies just
Like Mongrel.
they lacked mongrel last week against Rabbitohs.
Pounded them into the
No,
corner.
but it should have been
Mongrel
50
would've
0
really-
No,
Mongrel
Did you watch the
would've really
game?
pounded.
They,
watched
mate,
the game.
they
Do you
shut
watch
off.
rugby league, mate?
Yeah, they pounded them and then said, "Okay, night's over, boys. Just put Q in the rack
That's
stuff."
not Mongrel though.
That's not how you win comps. You got to be ruthless.
Yeah.
Like the Storm. Do you reckon they'd take the foot off the throat? No.
Hey, they've taken foots off throats before. They just
rarely.
only just
Rarely.
beat a decimated Penrith side that they started 14-0 up. Mate.
Sorry, the
That's
four-time
Penrith.
premiership
Yeah.
Mate,
winners.
they're 14-0 up, mate.
Storm lost the second half to
Yeah,
Parra the other day.
14-0 up, mate.
They're against Penrith.
Without Bloke Club,
Against
mate.
Penn, I'm not
Yeah, but
talking
it's
about. I'm
it's
talking about
beaters, right? Manly, Mongrel, pound the cows, pound the Raiders, pound the Eels.
Correct.
Got pounded by Warriors.
We didn't get
No,
pounded,
we didn't get pounded. We
didn't get
lost,
pounded, damn it.
and that was because of a blood moon.
Manly versus the Para Eels. Para Eels paying 605.
Big nil, 30-0-ish.
Surely the boys will galvanise.
Oh, we'll galvanise.
Our boys.
If they do galvanise, that means Lockie Galvin coming to the club.
NRL 360.
Is that all you got to do to get Lockie Gout? Just galvanise.
Galvanise.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun.
What's that?
That's the song called Galvanise.
Oh,
Galvanise.
okay.
On NRL 360 last night, I just find it interesting sometimes with that show. Obviously, I'm a fan, and I love Braith. But when I think it was Hoops and maybe like a carry harness of some sort on there
Scoops,
last
Hoops.
night. But they were like talking about Cherry leaving, and they're like, "There's no way players aren't off him," and I'm like, "That may be true, obviously, but you
No,
can't
there's no way.
say like." No, there's no way that the players aren't off him. And then Gordy's like, mate, then Hoops goes to Gordy, he goes, well, mate, if that was Alfie or Kevy when you were playing, it's like, yeah, but there's like, you're just broad brushing this. What about the context of how it's happened? Like, you've surely got to be like nuanced about the way you are explaining. You can't just go, well, if Kevy did this, you're like, what the fuck does that even mean?
No. There's no room for nuance and context in rugby league.
Oh, mate, the players would be off him. No, they'd be off him.
I think if there's one thing you can guarantee, the players aren't off him. He
Yeah.
is loved by that playing
Yeah.
group, loved by the Manly playing group.
You might be disappointed, sure, that's fine. But to be
I
off
don't
him,
think, mate. I spoke to
No,
Ethan Bullimore on the show, the captain's run yesterday, and he's like, mate, he's earned the right to do whatever he wants.
I mean disappointed from a sense of going like, oh, Devo, I'm not going to play with Cherry.
yeah, absolutely. Which means you fucking
Well,
love
exactly.
Exactly.
Like he cried.
it, mate. That's one thing I can assure is that playing group fucking love DCE. So that's not a thing.
Rubbish.
West Tigers the Warriors.
Tigers.
Like the Tigers, baby. Little run happening here.
I'm going Waz.
Nah.
Going Waz.
Nah.
Look, I love what happened last week with the Tigers, and we all got to celebrate. We all got around it. But like, I just worry Will they get? It's 2 in a row for them. Will they get to that third game and think, okay, it might just work for us here, and then the Warriors?
I don't
upset
think
them.
so.
Bit of value too for the Warriors. 241. Don't mind that. Don't mind that.
Tigers.
Two of us are check out for 2
Two of
months.
us check out.
The Snack's out. They got some outside. They got some big boys in there outside base. He's just a winger.
Mate, like Luai's just brought a winner mentality, baby. Different.
Coruscant.
It's different.
I tell you what,
Different
the
footy from
Tigers
Monkey
are
Gout.
becoming the darlings of it. Like they've fast become. Everyone wants them to win.
Everyone has been wanting to win for fucking 5 years.
And
Well,
they
I don't
play
even
fun
know
footy.
that. I don't think everyone wanted them to win for 5 years because they didn't have any players that made you feel anything. But now it's like they've got like Cody even said it. Cody's like, Cody Totes of Hello Sport fame. He was like, it's actually just nice to watch your team on the weekend and see that you've got genuine first graders in your side. And it feels like that. And you've got Luai's, you've got your Coruscants, you got Gout. Everyone's like, there's some cool players.
And they play entertaining footy too.
yes.
Play
Lucky
entertaining
Galvin's eyes up.
footy. His eyes up. Terrell May, fucking big.
Terrell
thick boy.
May.
Great signing.
You know?
He's so good.
You know?
Then you got Bolle just ripping in the middle there. You got Alex Twoll.
Royce Hunt?
Alex Twoll hasn't missed a tackle all year, literally.
Seriously?
Yes, and he's tackled like 100 times.
Love
Zero.
that. I love that.
That's hot.
Okay,
It's attitude, baby.
that is the episode done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed the funeral of the Manly Seagulls.
No. Take that back.
Respectfully,
Wait, cut
no.
that, Matty. Start again.
Start again. Could you imagine? Mate, grab some Good Day. They are streaming this Sunday. Grab some Grumpy Coffee. Join the Bloke Club at www.bloke.club. And as usual, we'll go fuck ourselves. Thank you.
Bye.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.